Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I spent the whole morning watching anime. Oof. And I was actually watching some new anime because I don't really get the chance to watch any new anime. And I forgot that Solo Leveling, so the Korean manhwa or webtoon, got an anime released. So I was pretty surprised to find it on my Crunchyroll. And I decided to watch the first 5 episodes, hence why I was late to stream. But honestly, it's as good as I remember it to be. I I think I have mixed feelings about it, but overall, like very positive. I do like Solo Leveling a lot, and honestly, the animation done for Solo Leveling, the anime, is really good. So that's nice. I'm excited to. I'm the type of person who, if I watch something, I binge it super hard. So I end up just reading the manga or whatever. So now I'm debating if I just want to finish the manga. There's also a few other anime where I've read the manga or read the light novel for previously that came out, and I'm like very excited for it because I actually now kind of want to read the manga again for all of them, but that's a lot of time and work. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to go through it, but we will see. I wonder what other animes are out. Let me actually check right now. I mean, Free Ren obviously is one of the best animes I've ever watched. And if you guys haven't watched Free Ren, I highly, highly recommend it. It's very, very beautiful and emotional, I would say. And it's an anime that like I actually read, and it's an anime that I'm up to date on in the manga because it's so good. I've already read the manga twice now, like during the span of the 21 episodes of Rerun. And every time I read it, I always find something new. And like you can sort of see more of the nuances the more you reread it, I think. At least to me, because sometimes I just like don't catch the nuances at all. And it was really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm so glad there are so many like good anime that came out in the past like few months to a year. We've seen more things to binge. Oh, Dr. Elise, the Royal Lady of the Lamp. Okay, that one is so cliche, but it's so good in like the cliche way. Cause like it's making use of like reincarnation plus like isekai so well, to, like form the plot. And like I usually don't really like watching romance anime, but that one is really really good for me. And like it's so cliche, but it's done so well that it becomes like classic material. I feel maybe not classic per se, but it's definitely one of the more well done like romance anime I've seen. Also, I like romance anime that don't take place in like high school. I personally don't like high school romance anime. I know that is a huge market for a lot of people. But it's just like not my cup of tea. Maybe because I grew past the age, I would say, like the target audience for it. Because a long time ago, I used to like high school romance animes somewhat. Now, not really. Okay. So today we're going to do a little bit of drawing. And with this Donghong one, I think I'm going to call it a day early. Obviously because I have the end, but I also have to catch up on some work and stuff. So I won't be able to stay for that long. Also, I haven't had my coffee yet, guys. I'm really, really sleepy. I think I want to take a bit of a break from streaming. Not because it's not fun, but I just need more like alone time for myself, I think. Not like take a break completely. I'm obviously still going to play Honkai Star Rail and like other game stuff and even draw. But I haven't really been in like much of ooh, much of a mood for any of that. My hobbies come in phases quite extremely. There are times where I just want to do nothing but read, like recently, or just watch shows, or just draw. It's nice when I'm in a drawing phase because that's when like my social media is the most active. I get so many drawings done, I just post them and stuff like that. But like it is a creative outlet for me, and sometimes it's very hard to like put more energy into that creative outlet. Which is why I haven't posted a lot recently. I've just been like, I want to get better at art, and I have a lot of classes that I like, kind of like master classes that I bought to learn more about like drawing and stuff. But I haven't really had time to even look at them. It's been a year now, which is kind of surprising. I know like I seem like a pretty busy person already, but sometimes I don't realize how busy I am constantly. Okay. But here's all the line art basic. That's so funny. That is such a mood. Like look, picky eyes, spooky eyes. Okay. So this is the line art. I think I'm going to go and I'm going to just do a light coloring of this today and like clean up some of the lines. And I think that's all we're going to do. Because I want to make this look similar to like my Zelda art. Let me actually just check my Zelda art. Yeah, I'm trying to like look at layering. So the layering I did, it's like not everything together, but by like section. So I'm going to try to follow that, do it here as well. So Dongheng's skin tone is pretty fair, I'd say. Looks like a decent match. It's not obviously, but I can work with it as a base and then we add on to it later. I think for this piece, I'm not going to do any dynamic lighting like the one I did for Link. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. Do like portrait lighting. So go around to edges. So he doesn't show too much skin this area. It's mainly just like his face here. That's all the skin he shows. I was gonna add his hands here, but there's at the bottom here, there's not really any space to thing. I decided to. I'm deciding not to do. Sorry, I didn't realize how loud my audio was. The music. You'll turn on? Yes. I'm not sure if I shared this on stream, but I guess I can do it. But I drew this off cam. I don't really have a recording of it. But basically, I started like drawing the face and stuff. Obviously, it's a little bit hard for me to control proportions because I usually draw a face looking straight first, and then I adjust it based on like, you know, the person I'm drawing. So this is like my general face that I draw usually. And I adjust it based on the character I'm drawing. As you can see, I move the eyes lower and stuff like that. Hong's face was a bit hard for me to draw because I find that I have a little bit of difficulties drawing based off of a model. Because I want to get like the face right. It's also difficult. So now I'm working on the hair here. And a lot of it has to do with like, because of how I draw the hair, sometimes it looks a bit flat. I always use a light tool or warp tool to like make it more fitted towards the head, so it looks less like a wig and more like an actual, you know, looks like actual hair. And I move on to the body and the design of his clothing, which took a while. I think clothing takes the longest time for me, and like the face, obviously, because I want to get them right. And I'm a bit particular about trying to get everything as close as possible and not taking liberties with it. But that also makes it um a longer process. And then afterwards, I added a little bit of color and stuff like fix some of like the feature stuff. Now here we are. So that's only 3 hours, which is pretty good for me. I know like it might not be as good for someone else, but it's really good for me, like to get stuff done that quickly. So I feel like his face is more on the like olive skin tone side. Yeah. So that's the face. I'm going to alpha lock that. I'm going to isolate the hair into two pieces. I'm going to do the back first, and I'm going to do the front. So similar to how I did it with Link. Sometimes I worry about doing like hair because I'm actually really my eyes aren't super good for seeing what's the word I'm looking for? Darker colors. As in like sorry, values. Like as in like black values. It's a little bit hard for my eyes to see them. Flatten. Turn this in a linear burn for now. So maybe I should just get rid of yeah. Get rid of this part here. Technically this piece can be the front too, but it makes more sense for it to be in the back. I'm just going to add the back. And I probably need to just a little bit more accurate. Okay. Alpha lock. Go back here. I use this as a reference maybe. Burn. Reference. Oops. There we go. This is like a very messy way of coloring it because obviously it's a sketch, so it's not clean line art. This technique is way better if you have very clean line art. But this helps me reduce the process of like the amount of time it takes for me to fill things in. Because all I have to do in this case is just wouldn't work for me. It's just like color in like the gaps and stuff like that. Or you know what? It's an easier way. I should just done this. So I'm using a lasso tool to isolate the areas I want color in. And like this. This is a sketch I can like move around and it's not like too big of a deal. Like this, and I just obviously I can't have the reference layer turned on because that just defeats the purpose of the lasso tool. But with this I can just fill it in like that. Which honestly looks way better than like this mess here. But this has already been done, so let's just put it in anyways. So we're just slowly filling in everything right now. I actually like this process the most, like filling in part. Because it's quite relaxing for me. But because like it's a process I can take slowly, I usually end up taking so much time with it. Because for me, it's like the least important, but also most important part. Because like with it, you determine like how nice it looks, I guess. like the base. And I am a bit of a perfectionist, to be fair. I would like to have like the base looking as nice as possible, even though like I can just manipulate it later on. It's just like a preference. Not in this case. I have a lot of like parts here that isn't really the hair technically. And what I'm going to do is just highlight the parts that aren't hair and just erase it. That. I mean, some parts are hair, to be fair. Sometimes I can't tell why I drew them in my own sketch. Sometimes. Oh, it is hair. My bad. This happens whenever I don't look at a sketch for too long. Like after I drew it, I just don't remember where I put anything. And it's a process to figure out what I drew. That's why I like having my sketches clean. Because it bothers me when I can't figure out what I've done. We have this part here. Then we have this part here. Okay. Probably be easier for me to just fill it in with like a lasso tool, I think. Yeah, it'll be much easier with a lasso tool. Oops. Oops. Hello. There we go. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for now. Obviously, I think like this hair will need a little bit of work and retouching. I think that's good for like the base layer. Rename hair background. There we go. Now rename this to hair foreground. Go. Now you have like two different hair layers. Of course, I didn't finish this part yet, which was my mistake. You know the thing where it's like you want to use techniques that make your process faster, but at the same time you like the tedious process? Sometimes I feel like that, which is why like sometimes I struggle with like my art, like taking too much time for it. Because like when I'm designing, I usually take like the quickest way or the most optimal way. Whereas like when drawing and stuff, I just want to do what I feel like. Okay. Then I'm going to erase this part here. This is technically like a separate strand. Like that. Here, that also adds a little bit more interest to the overall composition of the hair. Then we do alpha lock. I want to make this a little bit darker so I can differentiate it. I want to get a little bit to the side. Yeah. Now for this, I'm going to do a very general one first. Get all of the details in place. And like I can like focus on getting the feature more accurate later. Trying to see what I drew. You know what? That's good enough for now. I feel like that's good enough for now. Just do this part here. I'm basically just trying to get like the largest chunks colored. And I can focus my time on like the smaller ones afterward. This does take a while. But it is quicker overall, I will say. As much as I hate to admit it. So by separating the things into like the foreground and background, it makes it easier to color too. Rather than like having everything on one hair layer. I would say it will be a little bit more challenging to like blend stuff if we're doing like very like not structured coloring style. But my coloring style is usually very structured, even though I do paint. So this actually works a bit better for me when I isolate the layers into like perfect, into like completely different layers. It helps me figure out what I want to do better. Okay. So I'm filling in these small pieces now. I'm going to use the eraser to obviously get rid of the parts that don't look like they're part of the ear. Here. Something like this. So the horns are a bit of a tricky part I have to work on as I go. But other than that, it's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, this part here. Okay, now we can alpha lock this, unlock that, and we fill in the rest here. I do think the ears are a little bit small though, and I'm coloring everything in. Yeah, I might have to make the ears bigger. Where's the ear layer? Here? Yeah. I'm going to undo the alpha lock. Then go select the ear. And we'll make it larger. That, yeah. Ears look too small to me for some reason. Yeah. The ear soaked way too. Let me reverse layer. Yeah, this actually makes more sense now. And then I might actually just manipulate the layers a little bit. Lock and do this. Liquefy. I want to bring everything more part out. Yeah. Now it looks more centered on it. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to slowly fix everything here. Oh, my bad. I forgot to put this layer at the very bottom. Yeah, that's my mistake. Oops. I think the ears look better like this. Yeah. The ears looking downwards. Yeah, I think that those ears are large enough now. Excuse me. So now I'm going to fill in these parts, like these gaps here. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Frick. My bad. Our bottom layers. Yes, yes, yes. And this is the top layer. I was gonna have another like division of layers, but that's too much work, especially because I'm not animating it. I might animate this. We'll see. Like at that point, I can just cut and paste everything after I finish coloring. Color everything in here. I do like to do like connecting parts just in case I end up actually going forward with animating stuff. I like to like divide the layers based on that. But I also don't want too many layers because that just makes coloring annoying. Okay. Alpha lock. Alpha lock. Lock. Nice. Now time for the eyes. Let's just put this in here for now. The pupils. Sorry, like the eye whites? I don't know what they're called. Duplicate. And then flatten. Then we do linear burn. Now we can see everything clearly. Nice. Let's fill in the other layers. So we have the eyes done. Yeah, let's just I'll lock that. So that's eyes. Let's rename this. Skin. Rename. Eyes. What else are we looking for? Oh, I need a picture of Dong Hong's clothes. I don't remember what color his clothes are. I hate how long the Windows Finder window takes to like load. It takes an excessively long time, in my opinion. Good morning, Brandy. How are you doing today? Okay, come on, please load. Please. I don't get why Windows 11 takes so long to load the file. What's this called? Yeah, the File Explorer window thingy. Like, it shouldn't take that long, right? Usually, I can't tell if it's just slow and laggy or is it like my own computer's issue. I can't tell. Okay, let me go find a picture reference of Dong Hong. You know what I should do? I should get a coffee. I'll get it later, like after stream. But I realize I haven't started my morning off of a coffee yet. Which I would normally be like, oh, good job, you're not drinking caffeine, you know, being healthy and stuff like that. But I'm like, I also get caffeine withdrawal headaches because I'm at that point in my life now. This is the wrong clothing. Where's Dong Hong's? It by I can't say it. Dong Hong Imbibitor Lunae. Okay. Is there no like wallpaper of him? I see really pretty art of him, but I don't see like open image and you. One day I need to like actually like organize everything I have because it's getting to a point like my tabs that are open because at some point it's going to just collapse on me, implode because I have so many tabs open. Does anyone have the same issue? Or is it just me, you know? Too many tabs, imploding. Oh my god, I forgot he had a booba window. I mean, what? I didn't say that. You didn't hear that from me. Right here. The booba window. Obviously. Did I forget the most important part? Most tasteful part, if you will. Ah, yes. How can we forget? I'm gonna make this a little bit larger just in case I need to make the outfit move. Arms here. Here we go. I think I did make his shoulders a bit broad. Maybe I'll just reduce that a bit. Yeah. Like here it's better. How's everyone else's morning going? I did mention that I just spent my whole morning watching anime because I haven't done it in a long time. I spent last night watching Critical Role stuff and catching up to like campaign 3. And I'm really debating, guys. I'm super debating. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of like D&D stuff, especially like Critical Role and like high rollers and stuff like that. I'm debating if I want to rewatch campaign 2 because I watched campaign 1 I've been watching it since campaign 1. So campaign 1, 2, and 3 now. Campaign 2 is by far my most favorite. Only competition is campaign 3, and that's because campaign 3 yet. I love campaign. The thing is, I love campaign 2 because of the story. I love campaign 3 because I love all of the characters, and I mean all of them. Campaign 2, there's some characters I didn't really like vibe with. Same with campaign 1. The campaign 3, all the characters are so complex and also like clusterfucks. They're like a train wreck. I'm going to have all his clothes as one layer, I think. Well, all of like the significant parts. This torso area. I guess we'll just do it by layers then, as usual. Like this. Yeah, like this maybe. Not that color, I won't. Let's make it light blue for now. I think. Yeah. Just so we can better isolate it. That's an issue, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so this has to be another layer of its own. Yeah. This won't work otherwise. Cut and paste. So this is skin. And this is face. Yeah. Let's do it by that. And we can like further separate it on different layers. And then here we can just do this. It's much easier to like have layers on the bottom and layers on the top, in my opinion. That's why some pieces that's why some pieces have so many layers. It's because you have to like isolate it like this. Get a clean base. It's not important if you're just coloring purely for coloring, but if you're going to use in the future, it should be isolated well. That's how I do my pieces now. I do it with the intention of potentially animating them, but if I don't, then it's fine. It still won't go to waste after all. Alpha lock. And this is another piece by itself. Okay, so this is wrong thing. My bad. This is like the robe piece that he has, covering his first layer of clothing. I'm going to do this here, like so. Not super perfect, but we'll just leave as it is. The line arts will obviously go on different layers, I think. But I do think for now we can just erase this part. Yeah. This. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we have to do the final piece. Rename this to robe. And let's rename this to torso. So really bad naming scheme. I know, I'm aware. I'm sorry. And his other pieces are more on the green, like the aquamarine jade side. So I'm going to make his color more cool tone than warm tone. Because his jade and like his jade colors in his Imbibitor form, yeah, Imbibitor Lunae form, is way more like on the cooler side, kind of like water compared to like jade. It's more of like the green type, like sea foam. There you go, like sea foam colored jade. Like this. Yeah, kind of like this. I realized I never really finished his whole torso area. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What is this called? Belt? I know there's like an actual name for it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Like a corset. Kind of like belt slash corset. I know it's the actual like name for it's different. I know that for sure. I just can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. So let's just keep this as it. I think. Here. Okay, overall, I think that's pretty nice. I think we're just missing the eyebrows and stuff like that. Now, normally, if I was doing like animations, I would split like the hair, like the eyelashes into. But because I'm lazy, I'm not going to do that. And also, like if I really want to do that, I'll just like do it. I'll just splice it up down the line. I really can't be bothered right now. Let's push this down. I'm going to cut and paste part 2. Put this down here. That. Now let's just start this part in. I just fill this in. Yeah, I can. Perfect. Well, let's just do this. Keep it simple. Let's just fill this in again. That. Perfect. And just fill in all of like the pieces that haven't been filled in. We're done. Oh, this piece is bothering me. There we go. A lot better. We mustn't forget the eyebrows. One. Then we can do this one as well. Oop. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. I have 2 eyebrows done. I think this is quite nice. What do you guys think? I can add the decoration clipping mask. Let's do the same jade green. I'm just trying to recall how this. So there's like this shape here and up here and go. Okay. This should be. Sometimes our like lines are missing because of eye sketch, which bothers me because I know that it's normal way of sketching, like to like forget like details. That bothers me so much. There. Perfect. That's easy. Went from this to that very, very quickly. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe I should fill in this part. I think that's a pretty decent job. I'm just erasing the stuff here. I know it's a clipping mask, but it still bothers me a bit. Especially when I might need to animate it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what's next? That's a collar part. Alright, isn't this part here like also a window as well? I generally forgot how much skin he shows like this part. Nice. Perfect. Here we go. Alpha lock again. Okay, this back part here is very similar to more on the blue side, so I'm going to keep it. Essentially, this whole part here is like the black collar. Let me just add this part in here as well. Here we go. Perfect. That looks quite good. I mean, that's basically it for a color scheme, I think. Yeah. So we need to make this one a little bit more like pale blue to white. Yeah. Yeah. And like I know this top piece is the same color as well, but I need to like have visual difference to like identify different parts. Then there's like gold piece here. I think we're done. Yeah. Yeah, am I missing anything? No, I think that's it. Well, maybe like this collar part. This part here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about like this line, this embossed piece of gold here. Honestly, it's like tiny accents like this that really like make the whole piece look very nice. That includes its horns too. Okay. I think this is pretty good for now. Yeah. Let me like take a screenshot of this afterward. Like before and after. Okay. I think we can just keep it like this for now. Start working on it next week. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, maybe the bottom part's here. Before missing anything here. Alpha lock? No, not alpha lock. Clipping mask. Hmm. This like this, right? And like this part here is red. It's so I find that Heng Imbibitor Lunae, his whole outfit reminds me of like a jade. As in like I'm not sure what its actual name is, but those jade pendants, where it's like, you know, a sign of like status, but also protection. I think that's what they're used for. Like there were specific like jade pendants that were attached to clothing that are used like as a sign of like status, but also as like, you know, like a good luck charm, if you will. That's what his outfit reminds me of a bit, which I like. Not bad. I do think before we go though, we should add more color to his eyes. Keep them on the bluer side. Yeah, like that. Okay. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. I think its face looks fine. I want to improve it a little bit, but I think it's fine. Still look like Dong Hong. Maybe his chin. Maybe it's just the way I drew his chin. It's a bit very like chiseled. I would say. Yeah. Otherwise, I think it looks fine. Okay. Perfect. Let's call it a day there because I need to get ready for the end. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. I will try to post eventually I'll keep on saying this until I actually do post. But I will be here on Saturday for the Honkai Star Rail version 2.0 release. We'll be playing that together for a bit. And then we will be going to do some art on Sunday and probably continue this piece, or we'll finally finish our solo piece here. Most likely finish the solo piece and move on, because I did basically most of the stuff off stream. So if this will load, as you can see, I basically did all the whole hand part off stream, I think. Yeah. Holy shit, I like spent like 6 hours off stream, my bad. Or 4 hours. But basically what I did was I like fixed the hand. And I also added the sword in, which took a while. The sword took a while. Then I just basically just did all of the sword and then just added a little bit of highlights and like a little bit of like elements there. The final part we need to do is just his arm tattoo elements. And then work on the background a little bit, fix the lighting a little bit, and then this piece is basically done. I'm very, very excited for that and looking forward to that. But for now, we can focus on this piece. Okay. So that concludes today's stream. Make sure you hit the follow button if you want to see more artwork and stuff. I always stream on Saturdays and Sundays, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.